Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. My name is Jordan from The Shed Organics, and today we are going through the 10 things that you need to know before you get started in the garden. Hopefully, these things can tick off a little bit of confusion and make sure you're on the right path to success, growing some food at home. First thing, start small. I do not know how many times I've seen gardeners get really excited. They're planting so many things out in the garden. And then 6 months later, once spring has fully hit, there is just an unbelievable amount of work to do, of maintenance and all sorts of things. And it is far too much. It's easy to manage our time when we've got something really small and we just have one or two things to focus on at the start. So just start small, then you can get some successes, some wins under your belt, and then grow a little bit from there. Number two, know your zone. Now, it's really important to know what part of the country you are growing in. In Brisbane, right here, we are a subtropical environment, which means we need to know how to battle with sometimes higher humidity, some scorching hot days, as well as high winds, tropical thunderstorms, these types of things. That may not be the case where you are. It might be a lot drier. It might be some low humidity. So it's really important to basically think about your garden based on the zone in which you are growing. Tip three, this one's a little bit advanced if you want to go the extra mile, but test your soil. If you're living in a place where you're not sure the viability of your soil, whether you're growing in an area that may be contaminated, test that soil. It gives you a really good idea of where you're going to start and where you can go from there. So that's a slightly more advanced one, but another one that's good nonetheless. Number four is to water smart. Now, we all know that overwatering or underwatering can be the downfall of your garden. So starting out focusing on watering, understanding the watering requirements of each of your plants, and working within the rain and how that works in the weather where you live, it's really crucial to get that watering right. So really focus on that and make sure you understand the concepts of watering before you dive right in. Choose some easy plants. That's the next one. If you want to get started, make sure that you're going to give yourself the best chance of success. Grow something easy like tomatoes or basil. Those are really good in this climate, but grow something nice and easy. Potatoes, sweet potato. Give yourself that little boost of success in making sure that you're growing something that's a little easier to grow your first time around. Next tip is that sunlight matters. It's really important to make sure the plant you are using or growing, is in enough or adequate sunlight each day. It could also be in too much sunlight. So if you're trying to grow something that requires a little bit more shade or shade tolerant varieties, things like lettuce, you don't want those in the full summer sun here in Australia. So again, looking into sunlight and seeing how much of the sun you actually need on each one of your plants and how much your garden gets of sunlight, both in the winter and in the summer. When the sun moves slightly lower across the sky in the winter, you need to factor in all of these considerations. Next tip is mulch. We all know that mulch is so powerful, so have a little research as to what mulch might be best for your situation. Remember, we've got all sorts of things from barley straw to wood chip mulch, rice hulls, and green manure. So make sure you go in and have a little look at what might be best for you, but we certainly recommend mulch to keep that moisture in, keep the weeds out, and keep some of that hot sun from scorching the bare soil. Next one is to not overcrowd. We're given these little tags on our vegetables or our seedlings that tell us how far apart to space our seedlings. They're not there for a joke. They seriously are there for a reason. If you're putting in a plant this big and then you're putting one right next to it because that looks like the right space, when they grow really, really big, you're going to have overcrowding. The roots are going to be fighting for position and for nutrients. And then you're also going to lack airflow, which may cause things like pests and disease. So don't overcrowd. Second last one, feed your plants. So many people will just plant and forget. They will just put it in the ground and then walk away and expect to come back and have vegetables. We do not treat our animals, our pets, our family members like this. Think of it as another breathing life. It's another soul that needs nurturing. If you plant this plant, think of every day, does it have the right water and food requirements? So looking after your plant's food requirements is super important. Last one is to be patient. It can be incredibly frustrating in the garden when you grow things for a whole season and then some sort of Mother Nature force comes in and takes them out, whether it's pests or weather or whatever it is. So be patient, keep at it, try something new. If it doesn't work in one spot, try again. This is such a good lesson for life here in the garden. So please be patient. Just take your time, really learn and harness the energy that nature has, and we can all be growing some amazing produce at home. So I hope that those 10 tips give you a little bit more knowledge and arm you ready to go into the garden and grow some fabulous food at your own place. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up to help share it around. Otherwise, I will see you again very soon for another video. Thanks for watching.